Morning, everybody. I haven't shot a video for a few weeks now, for a couple of weeks, because we've just been doing some clearing jobs. So we're gonna go inside the house now to see what we've done so far. We're just doing a lot of removals and demolition at present to get ready for construction bits of it. So this is where it used to be an old fireplace. We've taken it apart and we've started removing bricks from the house. It's quite a lot of it left still because we're doing everything by hand. There's no other way, or with the wheelbarrow. And obviously, me being a lady, I can't really take a lot of bricks at any one time, so it does take an awful lot of time. Here we've demolished heating wall, so this heating wall's been demolished and is going to be rebuilt. The same happened with the other side. These floorboards been removed from another room, which I'm going to show you later. So we are planning to start digging holes in here to start foundation, to rebuild foundations for new fireplaces and heating walls. So as you might remember, there was a big pile of rubble just in that corner, and in that corner that's all been removed and used to strengthen up the pathway, the road to the house. Yesterday we've been working really hard on this room. So on top of that, where that beam is, there used to be a floor stroke ceiling, and this is the place where there used to be sawdust, and lots of bags of sawdust which we've removed from the top. And this floorboards have now been removed because this beam is not really structurally sound, so we are going to replace it, and we are going to put beams not across but vertically like this, so the structure is more sound. We've started removing the floor, and we're finding quite a lot of rubbish underneath the floor, like bottles, a lot of rubble, bricks. We're using we're using the bricks, we're using the rubble to strengthen the road, and bits of floorboards they're completely rotten. These floorboards, they're just rubbish. They're falling to pieces at the moment you try to move them. We'll be using for the fire and whatever. So yesterday we finished removing the ceiling, and we've nearly done the floor. It takes ages to do it because the floor is attached with really long nails, and it does look very strong, but it isn't. So everything needs to be removed by hand, and we've got a couple of buckets that we're filling up, and there's a wheelbarrow outside that we're using to move this, to stick this into the road. So I'll show you how it looks from the top. This is where it used to be the floor stroke ceiling. So as you can see, everything's been removed, and behind me Andres moved a bit of the floor here because he doesn't think so. We're freeing up a space to build a new staircase upstairs, and all these bags behind me are the bags with sawdust, that they're 160 or something like that of them. So we're gonna go outside now. The difficulty with the building is because we're trying to reuse as much stuff as possible, and we literally have to carry it from one room to the other, and stuff being really heavy, it doesn't it does take a lot of time to carry, but it's fine. So as you might remember, we've chopped quite a lot of trees from there, and that pile just behind me, I'm just going to enlarge the picture a bit. So as you can see, all those trees, they've been moved from that area to this area there. And so these trees were, well, this sort of pieces of trees we're using for the fire now, and we've started getting ready for winter, and that pile of wood needs to be cut into logs, and this is what we're going to use to heat the house in the winter. Obviously this is not enough, because I don't remember how much wood we need to last us all winter, but I think it's about a truck full of. We also find a lot of metal pieces, and we'll probably take it to the scrap metal later just to recycle it. This building here is really unsafe, and we can't get inside because a few years ago Andres closed the door and he's dug it in so no one gets inside, and we tried to sort of dig it up, but it's really difficult, so we couldn't be bothered. It's going to go in a few months' time. So this area has been completely freed up, so you could see this huge tree stumps here and there, and this is where we're going to build. So in that area there, we're going to build a storage for logs. And over there, so this is an apple tree which gives really nice apples, and we're going to just cut those trees a little bit back, and we are going to use this area just here. It's quite a large area actually. I can't say how large it is at present, but it's a fairly large area, so we're going to use it as a vegetable patch. Our trimmers broke, and Ben is doing a really good job cutting things with garden shearers, which takes a bit longer, but he enjoys it, so this is what matters. So this little building, which is currently used as a loo for desperate people, of course, is gonna go, and we are going to build a new toilet shower. Summer showers popular here in this area, which has been cleared yesterday. These are bags with rubbish that we've filled up just from this sort of little piece. So we think this has been used before as a dumping ground, because we find Wellington boots, a lot of bottles, buckets, plastic, and it's actually quite scary as you think that this is all we using ourselves and chucking into the landfill, and you'd think how the landfill looks like. So we are trying to obviously dig it all up, but we think it's about 20-30 centimeters down into the ground. So it's about sort of 10-15 inches into the ground. That's literally just been packed solid with rubbish. We've got our little routine going on, so we come in 2 cars now because we've got a lot of construction tools that we need, like wheelbarrows and ladders and everything else. We don't leave anything in the house because people are known to come and help themselves, so we don't know whether we'll find the same stuff as we come the next day. So at the minute we just take everything and pack it away and take with us. So this is stuff that's in the van. We've got ladders, chainsaws, wheelbarrows, all the gardening tools and stuff. So we've got a kitchen area there, a little fireplace, and boys are normally helping with the fireplace. We've got Cottle Beatrice, that's Beatrice sleeping in the pram. So this is the stuff that we've taken out of the house, and we're using it to sort of fill the potholes in the road. It doesn't seem very difficult task, but as you can imagine, we can only, let's say, you can only fill the wheelbarrow with about 4 buckets full of rubble, and then you have to wheel it right towards that tree. So this is where the road sort of starts, and then you've just filled this little hole. So for example, just to fill this circle here, it took me 4 wheelbarrows. So, and to collect those 4 wheelbarrows takes, I don't know, let's say about 30 minutes, and to wheel it here. So it took Andres about a whole day to actually fill these little gaps here and there and everywhere. And we try to do it as we go along, because we just can't really afford for the stuff to be stored in the house, because we need space to actually start building. So next week, this week actually, I think on the Thursday, we are going to get a digger, and we are going to dig trenches outside the house for water and sewerage pipes. So sewerage sort of well, I don't know, Andres has investigated it, so he knows what he's doing. Sewerage well will be behind the house, and we need to dig a massive hole to connect the pipes to the house. So this area here just behind is going to be so it's all going to be buried, obviously nothing, you can't see anything. And then we need to dig stuff, foundations inside the house, and in that area where the storage for logs, and where the summer shower and the toilet is going to be. So summer shower and the toilet blocks I built out of wood, and obviously it's like a chemical toilet, or just dry toilet as they call it. So basically it's just a hole. And what we're going to do is, so we're going to put compost heaps next to those sort of holes where water and all the sewerage goes, and then it's sort of gonna go, it's going to sort of be mixed up at some point. I don't know. Interestingly, Andrew says one of the sort of really eco ways of disposing of sewerage. And then for inside toilet, we obviously, the way it works is that you call like a massive I don't know, a car or whatever it's called, sewerage collector, and they just sort of suck it up every year or so. So all the bricks that are in the house are going into these areas, and some of the bricks are going to be reused. So and all this rubble as well, so you might appreciate that it's all very heavy, and it's really not only Andres and I can do things, because boys are, although they're keen to help, they can only do some small tasks, and at the moment everything is moving towards a difficult part of construction, and it's only 2 of us really, and I don't come every day because there is stuff to do at home as well. We've put some windows that needs to be sanded and painted, and it's about 30 windows in total, and also some doors. So I'm doing that, and it's just generally really busy. So that's an update of what's been happening so far. I hope you like it. And let's see what's going to happen next. Thank you.